afraid of Breece Hall in season-long leagues just because Dalvin Cook has signed on. That being said, the Jets gave him significant money. And so I think for the early part of the season, Dalvin Cook gains some real short-term value. I think Breece is still the long-term play in this Jets backfield. He's younger. He looks to be a budding star based on what he showed in a limited sample size last year. He took that backfield over relatively quickly. Now, of course, the level of competition this year is a bit steeper with Dalvin Cook joining him in that backfield. No disrespect to Michael Carter and Izzy Abanikanda and Zonovan Knight, but Dalvin Cook is significantly more accomplished than the aforementioned names. So a little bit more competition in that backfield for Breece. But I still believe in Breece Hall long-term. Dalvin for the short term, for sure. I don't think we can expect to see Breece Hall RB1 weeks 1 through, let's say, 4 as he works his way back. And it might even be a little bit longer than that, weeks 1 through 6. It is conceivable to have to be patient with Breece Hall. And so maybe you're thinking to yourself, well, why would I spend a fourth-round pick, much less a third-round pick, on a guy that I got to wait until like mid-season for? It's understandable, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. We want to keep the long view in mind, even in season-long leagues. And you're going to have the opportunity to lean on studs to get you through the early part of the season with your likely first 2-3 picks, assuming Breece Hall falls to, say, the 4th round. So you'll still have studs to lean on that you're drafting through the first 25 to 30 picks of your draft. And then if you're able to, get second round value or better from a guy that you take in the 4th round for the stretch run, you're going to be in really good shape. Breece would be a bona fide first round pick, probably in the top 6 or 7 of drafts, maybe only behind Christian McCaffrey as far as the running backs, had the injury not occurred. I think that's fair to say. I think those expectations are fair to put on Breece Hall when you factor in draft capital, age, and what he showed last year. Last year, I think, was the first season of Dalvin Cook's career that he didn't miss a game. Obviously, with any player, doesn't matter what position, how old they are, whatever, we always hope for a clean bill of health, no matter what. But when you're in your 6th or 7th season like Dalvin Cook is, and he's only had one full healthy season, unfortunately, that is the season that has to be considered the outlier in his career. So while I do and have taken Dalvin Cook at an ADP of around 100, because that's about where it had settled in prior to in the time since Dalvin Cook was released from the Vikings and signed yesterday by the Jets, his ADP has hovered around 98, 99, 100 in one quarterback leagues. But if that climbs 10, 15 spots now that he officially has a team, I don't know that I'm going to be in on him if I'm going to be in on Breece Hall. Yes, Dalvin Cook, I would expect, is the more valuable Jets running back from weeks, let's again say, 1 to 6 this year. But I'm willing to roll the dice once we're officially a full year removed from Breece Hall's torn ACL. I got to imagine from week 7 or 8 onward, the guy I'm going to want in that backfield is Breece, the younger guy that the team used a 2nd round pick on last year. That's a premium resource on a running back in today's NFL. And we saw why Breece was deserving of that selection last year in a limited sample size.